We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. For the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to let one fly. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
That's the score, Giants 7, Cowboys 0. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and a couple. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
39-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's second and 9.
Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And it's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7-yard gain on the play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Run for Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
He was brought
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Tyler Fackrell.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Pollard. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A 22-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they want to get those products out there. They want to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys 3.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22.
New York.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Play action now. Prescott steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Dallas.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw is Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboy first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Oh, we saw him shut. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now a timeout taken.
Complete.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's 3rd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
3rd and long for Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard.
Number 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Down at the 45.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a game.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side. It's Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott now. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
41. Cowboys 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Saquon Barkley on the...
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 17, Jones being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Prescott. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run it with Balaj, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made at his 40.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. It's just me and you.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
By the wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Giants 28, Cowboys 18. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Pollard. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Today's final.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.